I wake up in the morning, telegram in hand, heart to our community, the coolest in the land. Cheese cream drops a joke, got me laughing loud. Then I start to scroll down through the daily crowd. Who's the OG prince, lighting up the zone? Is it Dama Beast or Sav on the throne? Or maybe it's Friday, Flexmas is here. Time to throw some gains and flex without fear. I toss out some questions, looking for the signs. Inside fix is ready, dropping out for lines. I keep on reading, can't look away. Those spicy emojis make my whole day. Then someone yells exit, get off PulseChain. But I ride the waves through pleasure and pain. I live in a limbo of hope and despair, but we're all in this boat and I'm proud to be there. Yeah, I might end up wrecked, burned by the flame, but I'm with the best crew in this wild DeFi game. I might end up wrecked, burned by the flame, but I'm with the best crew in this wild DeFi game.
All right, okay. Welcome to R2R, another live stream, Rekt to Riches. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button, drop a comment, and always remember, I am not a financial advisor. Hold up. I'm for damn sure not a professional. This is cryptocurrency. Don't ever allow a social media influencer out there on any platform to influence you when it comes to crypto. You could lose all your shit. You could lose it. All right. I think prime example of that is Twitter. Let's lower the music. Let's lower the music. Let's lower the damn music. I don't know how many of you guys are on Twitter or active on Twitter, but damn, I'm pretty active on Twitter. Is like going through the feeds, you know? I try to see where the sentiment's at, what everyone's thinking, how people are like, what they're bullish on, what's trending. And I'll tell you one thing. I don't think there was anybody out there in crypto at all that saw that $20,000 plus wick dump happen yesterday and liquidate everybody. Like, we're talking millions of people out there got liquidated. Let's look at the numbers before we jump into that. Shout out to the R2R official sponsor of the live stream and video content. Visit DexFi.com/bonds, where they've been paying through real yield already $552,042 in USDC over on PulseChain, where you get your ETH, you mint a bond. All right, there's already been 16,116 minted. APR is 56.31%. Get exposure to their strategic strategies, complete expert entry and exit timing, precision managed liquidity and range settings, all done for you. Don't forget, visit DexFi.com/bonds. All right, that's where the magic's been happening. Through the thick and the thin, through the good, bad, and the evil of cryptocurrency as we know it today, DexFi has just been rocking steady. But let's go take a look at the liquidations in crypto out there. All right, if we look at the 24-hour time frame, scroll down here. Let's change it to 24 hours. All right, you can see the carnage, the wreckness. If you were long, your money's long gone now in the past 24 hours, right? And holy smokes, man. Clear across the board. This is nothing compared to what it was yesterday, but it's still close to $500 million in liquidated longs, 170.32 million in liquidated shorts. Hyperliquid still, as big as it is, half the size of Binance. Now, I don't see Aster DEX listed here anywhere, to be honest with you. No, I don't see it listed here. I wonder why that is. Decentralized exchanges are not the bread and butter of what's out there controlling the markets. The institutional investors are not in decentralized finance. They're on centralized exchanges. Welcome to Wall Street, guys. Welcome to Wall Street. Wall Street's here. Institutional money, you guys all wanted that, right? They're like, BlackRock's buying my bags. They can make and break you now. Interesting to see, though, with Aster DEX. And let's talk about the Aster DEX airdrop. Couple wallets I did decent. Cost me nothing. Airdrop wasn't too great. I don't forget. My main wallet, this one here, because I risked it for the biscuit with the leverage. Now we're in stage 3. Stage 2, you had to use perpetuals to get the most. I farmed at a loss. That's on me. Just throwing it out there. I farmed on this count at a loss. And now we're in stage 3, where more tokens, more RH points, which you can earn, are on the table. And now you can earn with spot on this side of the fence, right? But the price of Aster is $1.18. And longs, shorts, just leverage in general is hot right now because of the forward motion that crypto's been in. A lot of people were caught up in that madness. A lot of people have been caught up in that madness. And hell, if you would have, coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? At this top, went, okay, based off the Twitter news, if you would have shorted at $2.30 at the top, by the time the news came out, right, about the Aster TGE, the airdrop not even being like sections, like you get this amount there. No, it's you're gonna get it all on the 14th. So all those tokens that get airdropped are gonna hit the market. And this bad boy just went boop. Dink. Right? I think it was here somewhere. About here the news came out. And it tanked. Recovered. Right? The bulls pushed forward. The big whales make that big push to manipulate the market to create exit liquidity and then just sell off, put it in their shorts. And then the market yesterday on the 10th, good old Donald Trump does 100% tariff on China. We go below $1. Now we're here. Now we're here with 3 days left. Right? People are probably still in their shorts because now they're like, dude, more tokens are coming out. It doesn't even matter if they have a buyback. The whole market's in shambles. So a lot of people are going to juice their longs and poly. This, I would say at least this wick down to 99 cents gets filled. Could even go lower. Right? Could even go lower if the markets just continue to just get beat up with this whole China tariff. It is what it is. There's nothing shocking to me in crypto anymore. I've seen it all. And we always know we're one big like giant influencer tweet away from a green candle or a red candle. CZ, Trump, hell, if you're on PulseChain, Richard Hart. It's crazy, the manipulation in this game. You always got to be ready for it. So before that news even happened, I already got liquidated with the TGE news. Like, hey, you're just gonna get your tokens. Boom, lost money on this account. Negative. I'll get a little bit of my money back from the farm tokens I get on the 14th, and then that'll drop down. It'll be less and less. So you can collect your airdrop in Aster or get your fees back. And it probably is gonna end up making sense to get your fees back instead, because it'll probably be worth more and you can buy the dip with that. But now you can buy spot and earn the RH points like you did before. Or keep playing perpetuals, because at the end of the day, if the market turns around and we do continue to go down after this airdrop event, let's say we get 8, we get down here, we're at 80 cents, 90, go to 80. Who knows how far down we go? Then people are going to start putting in those longs. And if the market recovers, make a lot of money on the way up. 10x, 20x, 50x leverage, you name it. The game keeps going on. You either have dry powder or you made money because of that. I don't think anybody saw the tariff coming, but everybody heard the news that there was a big giant account that did over 100 million on Hyperliquid and many other exchanges as well. 30 million, 30 minutes before Donald Trump announced the tariffs, they put in a massive short. Made over 100 million on it, right? Government's involved, institutional money's involved, the big players washing out the retail investors. The retail investors in the stock market get chewed up unless you're the pros out there, or you're holding long term. You don't care to look at it for another 10 years or until you retire, 401ks, all of that. But the crypto cycles are definitely changing. They're definitely changing. The link's in the description if you do dare to play. If you want to play perpetuals, that's on you, but you can go and earn your points for the next airdrop with spot. And it's clear as day that Aster DEX, the team, they farmed the heck out of this. They diluted everybody. That's why the airdrops were pretty disappointing, even for people that did hundreds of millions of dollars in volume, even tens of millions of dollars in volume. So I would expect the price to continue to go down after the 14th when that airdrop happens. And then maybe, just maybe, if you catch the bottom, you put, and you're that leverage trader, you put it in a long. I'm sure that's the game plan. But hell, if you would have done it here, you would have made a lot of money here on a 20x leverage, 10x leverage short, right? Got lucky. It ain't luck. You just knew, right? You just knew with that news of the TGE being announced. And that was surprising to everybody. Now, I always say look at the stock market. This bad boy's been going up and to the right for a minute, guys. For a while. I think it's clear to say that the S&P 500 has looked like a damn meme token up and to the right for the past year. If we take a look at the chart here, just looking in April of 2025, let's go a little bit further down at the beginning of the year when Trump goes in the office and he starts this whole tariff. You're getting 100%, you're getting 100%, you're getting 200%. And everything went down and then up and to the right again, right? Look at the 5-year. It's been doing nothing but growth. So all I got to say is There's a direct correlation with Bitcoin and the crypto industry and the stock market, since now the institutional money that everybody wanted to be in crypto, BlackRock, all that, you name it. BlackRock's buying ETH. Be careful for what you wish for, right? Because you're with the big players now. But the stock market, in my opinion, is close to topping out. Inflation's wacky. You know, the clear indication here to me that we're heading through some real tough times. Two indicators here on what the market's telling us is on the verge of happening. Gold is going up. It's over $4,000. And silver, one of my favorite commodities to invest in, because I love silver bars. I love silver coins. I've always been a huge fan of stacking silver. For years, when I first spent my first like $10,000 investment in silver, I chose silver over Bitcoin when Bitcoin was like $30. And I didn't buy Bitcoin till it was about 200. I should have bought Bitcoin instead. But this is crazy. Because right now, silver's $50. And the commodities like gold and silvers do very well when there's fear of just collapse. In the stocks, bonds, 401k, inflation, just the dollar in general. So the fact that these commodities are this high, in my opinion, because how long I've been investing in everything before I ever touched crypto, means that you know what's going to hit the fan. All right, especially when silver does numbers like this. There could be an economic collapse and a top in the overall S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Dow Jones, all everything. Right? We're like looking real tippity top right now. Now that can flip if a deal happens with China. Feds cut rates, all that stuff, you know. But I don't feel like the market thinks that way right now. I think they're like, inflation is out of control. It's going to get worse. Stock market's topped. Hedge your money in commodities, gold and silver. And when the stock market goes down, crypto's going down with it. Okay. Now, if I were to have predicted when Bitcoin would top and just continue to go down, I would have said December of this year, like my very first cycle where we had the $19,000 Bitcoin in 2017 in December. But gold and silver's telling you a story. Money's fearful, and it's being hedged. The stock market has done nothing but grow in the past 5 years. And we're looking for, I believe, a major correction. Like the lifetime changing opportunity, like the COVID dips and all that. It seems to be brewing. Now, that means you probably want to be stable, right? Or you want to be short, you want to leverage, you want to do that, this and that and the other. There's a whole lot going on. One thing I do know during this bloodbath is what's been bloody for a long time is my favorite chain, PulseChain, right? PulseChain's already hit its peak bottoms. PulseChain didn't even take that big of a dip because it's already done the dip on top of the dip on top of the dip. We're looking at X game right now. Right? Because in crypto, like the way I would hedge my money, I'm not going to pull out of crypto and start buying $50 silver. I've been buying silver since $15. And I don't need to go do all that. But I could shift it over to PulseChain, where I feel like PulseChain has more room to grow and not a whole lot more to go down. I think the ecosystem, as far as like the main core tokens, are going to be 2026 tokens when they start to come back up. But surprisingly, there has been some good plays like Peacock, which is the meme. But let's look at Tiago's token. X game is going to go live sometime soon. So BNB was hot. Aster DEX was hot. Aster token was hot for the airdrop. The airdrop not having a TGE became super bearish. The amount of tokens that are going to hit the market are probably going to impact that. And there's a whole lot of speculation about like wash trading and this and that. Some money shifted around. It was in Solana heavy because of the content creators that were live streaming, making money. That had a top, crashed. Solana people took their money to BNB, got into the BNB meme tokens that were rising during the CZ hype. Everything crashed 80-90%. But then you go to PulseChain, we've already been down 80-90% plus for years now. So like for us, all we have is like on and upward from here. When that happens, could happen at any time. And I've always thought like, hey, the time will come. It's just so hard to time it. But with X game going live soon, and the benevolent whale known as Tiago being the founder of this online game casino, xgame.io, Crash will be available. Everyone likes to gamble, right? You're going to be able to play, affiliate links, all that good stuff. He built something, audited through CD security and hacking, first 100% on-chain affiliate system. You can earn and gamble. That's what people love to do in crypto. Gamble on memes, gamble in general, leverage trade. It's not just going to be on Pulse. It's going to be on multiple chains. So for me, I'm like, hey, man, X Games got to be the one. Dive into and hodl that. I think the big announcement of when this goes live, if you remember what Tiago did with Solid X, mooned the hell out of it. Took off, right? I think this could be the savior on PulseChain. You know, outside of like, you know, the core tokens, which I don't think are going to go up for any reason right now because they're literally just depending on SAC funds and more users to come in. I think where everything in crypto is manipulated. And if you have a benevolent whale like Tiago, who's going to launch this soon and wants the attention of all the chains that it's going to be available on, right? Because xgames.io is not just going to be on PulseChain, right? Not just going to be on PulseChain. It's going to be cross-chain. So it has the ability to onboard more users that way. People will discover PulseChain because of it as well. How many users come to play on Pulse? I don't know. There's going to be staking, and there's a lot of hype behind it. $23.9 million market cap with thin liquidity. This thing could 5-10x very easily. So on PulseChain, this is like my main focus. Now going back to Aster, I still want to invest in the future of decentralized finance, including one that involves perpetuals, which a lot of money goes into that. People leverage trade, but buying spot at low prices is going to be the bread and butter for me. So I'll still be involved with BNB. But the leverage trading is just, Rekt City for me right now. Bria is dead. I don't know. We'll look at where it's at right now. And I don't know if Rackham is still behind it or what. Low market cap. $8,500 at 24-hour volume. The money right now is flowing to Peacock and X Game. So everything else is going to lose interest and lose market cap to the ones that have the most hype. Peacock has the hype because of Liberty Swap and the backing of Richard Hart shilling it. X Games got Tiago. Bria had Rackham like on board, shill crazy, building for it still. Low market cap. If you want to gamble on that and believe in Rackham, then it could be a good play too. PTGC looks like it wants to go lower. A lot lower. Like revisit here. And maybe even down here. Might get old school entries. But the hype right now and the money in PulseChain is getting ready for this token here. And the launch of the casino. Hands down, that's where the money's at. You can follow it, look on it, and chain. And if you remember what Tiago did with Solid X, it was crazy. It's going to be a fireworks show soon when this launches. He launches this token, or not but the platform, the game, opens the doors. This 510X's is going to bring a lot of attention. I think that's his game plan, is to moonshot this. This can launch in the next few days, the next week, the next month. You could have, would have, should have bought in September and be up many X's. Hell, you could have bought in August and been up many X's, but still early. It's only 1 billion tokens to pump tires. Created token, by the way. Licensed, audited, decentralized gaming platform. Launched cross-chain by Firewhale. I'm not betting against that. I'll ride the wave. Every chain's got their hype. If you're on BNB, all you hear about is Aster DEX. If you're on Solana, all you hear about is pump fun and live streaming. All these other chains got all their different primary focuses. And right now, on PulseChain, it's being dominated right now with the idea and respects to Peacock, the cross-chain bridge. Cross-chain bridge. You can come from Solana to Pulse. You can come from Base, Arbitrum. The whole works. So this right here could be the unicorn. Finally get you some PulseChain gains. Watch it closely. Do your homework. xgame.io. I'm expecting some fireworks soon in the near future. Not financial advice. Do your homework. I'm not going to play the game. My reason is because I'll lose all my money. You think leverage is bad? I've been through that whole casino phase before on Tron. Farming, earning money through gambling, and then lose it all. It's like I can't help myself. You know? So I might as well just be invested in the token and hold it and get some gains, and then be able to sell it to have more of my precious Pulse. But I wouldn't even trade it into Pulse for long. I would go and just buy my EHEX, which keeps going down too. It's insane how much of an impact the sacrifice funds have had on the entire chain, as Richard Hart's ETH position was finally in the plus and Ethereum was doing good. Now that we have the market crashing, a few things are changing here. ETH is now $3,700, but PulseChain, even when ETH was pumping, wasn't doing that well. So for me, it's like a ticking time bomb. You know, ticking time bomb. Stun pump. Yeah, remember those days? Good old Tron days. Good old Tron days. So it's about catching the waves early. Now, we can continue to go down. Like I said, bear market, all that stuff. Give me 1 second. The kids are putting on their Halloween costumes we went out and got today. They're excited. The market's tanking. Be careful. But you PulseChain believers, keep an eye on that peacock. Keep an eye on that X game. These are the two things, right? My two focuses on this chain. My two focuses before were Aster and farming. Now it's just buying. I can farm but buy Aster spot. Now my members only know I'm pretty much going all in on Alpha Kek. You can buy it on Ethereum, you can buy it on Base, and you can buy it on Solana. Some big things happening with AI and Alpha Kek and their partnerships, especially with CoinGecko, and some big other partnerships are happening. Stay tuned for that. I'm also big on Plasm right now on Base, so I'm still doing DeFi, regardless of the market doing horrible things via manipulation and big news events. DexFi vaults are going to be holding this bad boy up with real yield. So I just think opportunity is still there in crypto, even in a bear market, even in a bull market, even doing ups and downs. You just got to find them and find them before, you know, everybody else gets excited about it. Because right now it's been Aster. Ooh, screw you, Aster. But then there'll be the time where it hits the bottom and it recovers. And we don't have to farm using perpetual. We can just buy spot and still earn our RH points, which the link's in the description if you want to join the trading team and enjoy decentralized finance through a decentralized perpetual exchange. I think CZ has, a completely big opportunity to make this big still. So these dips are gifts, just like the COVID dips. And we'll see. We'll keep watching the markets. So recap. My main goal is waiting till after, for me personally, after Aster hits its bottom after the release of the airdrop and it continues to go down. I'm going to be buying spot, trying to get as low as I can. When it comes to DeFi, I'm going to focus on Plasm over on Base. It's getting real yield via my sponsor, DexFi.com/bonds. Go check them out. Alpha Kek is the tech the tech and the utility token I'm going all in on. I'm just telling you guys, my members only are aware of this. I've been talking about this. My members only also even though the market has crashed, I got my members only $2.99 a month. Join the members only. The price of a Cambodian coffee and on Tibber at 8 cents. And we've rode this wave and it's still been going up. And even after that big crash, only went down a little bit. But we got in months ago about 8 cents, and we've been riding this wave and accumulating and having a good time. So you can be down and be up at the same time if you had the right plays, or be even or be up because you just did Tibber, or you just did everything perfect with your positions and you knew when to trade and when to get out, or you just a long-term holder. But my main one for utility, I'm buying the heck out of AlphaCac. I know too much behind the scenes that I can't talk about and won't talk about. But you guys in R2R are getting the first-hand shield messages of what's to come. And then when it comes to PulseChain, I want more EHEX, right? So plays like this to ride the wave. When it comes to xgame.io and even Peacock are the plays there. Solana, I'm going to just say, give me my airdrop Meteora on the 23rd. There is a TGE. I'm going to put that into AlphaCac, whatever I get, and just focus on where money's going. And money's going to go in and out quick during these times. The volatility of crypto, people are starting to learn firsthand, is no joke. It really isn't. But anyways, don't forget to pound the like button. All the bells and whistles, the links are in the description. Plasma is just Taurus/Unity. Yes, but it's backed by DexFi.com/bonds. It invests into that platform, which feeds it perpetual buy and burn power through real yield. And that's the difference. So don't forget, guys, pound the like button. Be careful out there. Till next time, we'll do it again. Yeah, dog.
I wake up in the morning, telegram in hand. R2R community, the coolest in the land. Cheese cream drops a joke, got me laughing loud. Then I start to scroll down through the daily crowd. Who's the OG prince, lighting up the zone? Is it Dama Beast or Sav on the throne? Or maybe it's Friday, Flexmas is here. Time to throw some gains and flex without fear. I toss out some questions, looking for the signs. Inside fixes ready, dropping out for lines. I keep on reading, can't look away. Those spicy emojis make my whole day. Then someone yells exit, get off PulseChain. But I ride the waves through pleasure and pain. I live in a limbo of hope and despair, but we're all in this boat and I'm proud to be there. Yeah, I might end up wrecked, burned by the flame, but I'm with the best crew in this wild DeFi game. I might end up wrecked, burned by the flame, but I'm with the best crew in this wild DeFi game.